Um, I mean, I think everybody is intertwined with ChatGPT, right? And that is I mean, even when you ask Siri something on your phone, she's saying, "Hey, do you mind if I check with ChatGPT?" Right? It's kind of like it's intertwined into everything at this point. Claude and Grok and all these different ones that are out there that are um extremely powerful tools. Um, but there has been just this boom in capacity and proficiency in whatever industry deploys these types of tools to build off of it and to create uh, efficiencies in their process. And I've been doing it, with as full intention as I can as well in every area that I can touch because the rate of change is dramatically different than when we were growing up, where you would hear about some cool technology, but it was kinda crappy and terrible for, like, months, and then all of a sudden, they would have an update, and it'd be, "Oh, it's a little bit better, but it's still wonky," and whatever. Now, like, you can have a new app or new product that comes out, and then 3 weeks later, it's way, way better, and then a month later, it's exponentially better, and then it's like so, like, even if at concept it can be a vital part of your organization just in 30 days. Like, it's wild to see the evolution. It's just getting faster and faster and faster because the rate of change is such, right? And the technology allows us. So AI is a very, very loose term that's being, beat up right now in the marketplace because everyone's saying AI, 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 but in most cases, it's not real AI. It's just, bots or machine learning or something like that that's masked with a cool logo. But when you run into a particular technology that is real and true, um, it's remarkable what it can do for your organization. And so I am a huge fan of testing and adapting new tools into the process because the more that you can remove friction from your process, the more speed allows. And because back in the day, price, and speed and now I'm drawing a blank. What was the third one? It's price, speed, and
Cheap, good, and fast.
cheap, good, and fast. Right. So the cheap part can still be there. The good part, like the product working and being beneficial for your organization, can be there, and the fast is now there. Like you can have all three now, right? And in the past, you've had to pick two, right? That was the whole thing. Right? Because if you want it to be fast and good, you gotta pay for it. Or if you want it to be, if you want it to be good and cost less, it's gonna take a long time and, all these different things. But now technology has bridged that gap, and if you have an organization that's not adapting new tools or at least testing those tools and talking to your MSP or any of these people that are involved in these spaces all the time, then, you will absolutely get crushed in the marketplace. There is no doubt about it. It's like, "Oh, no, I've had many relationships forever," but man, eh, I'll give you an example. In North Carolina, it was just maybe 4 or 5 years ago that they started doing e-recordings because for decades before, closing attorneys had to go physically down to the courthouse and register with every one of their deals, like, physically. God help you if you're an attorney that said, "Nah, I think that's dumb. It's gonna cause a lot of problems." Because there was a lot of hubbub about that. I wasn't even in the title space at the time, and I remember hearing about that in the news in North Carolina. It was all like, "Oh, it's gonna be fraud, and it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that," and it's like, dude, every single attorney now, if you ask them, "Would you like to go on Fridays and file 300 files at the courthouse, or would you rather just click a button when you're in your office?" No one's gonna go back to that, right? And that's just a very, very, minimal example of a massive trajectory change in that one particular space that sped up the speed of service that that attorney can then provide to the home buyer, right? Same way with the title searching tools that we created for the titles to be searched, 30-year searches and, 15, 20 minutes, as opposed to physically going to all these different websites and all these different databases and gathering all the information. Like you can just do it right now using a tool. So For me, it is how do we harness this ever changing technology climate that we're in, and how do we allow ourselves to be accountable to that process with someone that is proficient at securing our company and helping guide and direct us in that particular adventure, right? Because we can't be the masters of everything, but we have to try.